we're going to actually take the front section here and split apart. Just 2 little pegs either side, and this removes his kind of shield weapon, like so. We'll put this down here. Now, I love the transformation of this guy. I can't remember off the top of my head if I've seen another transform like this. Other reviewers have commented as well. It's like, these are his arms, these are his legs. It's pretty much a role reversal. The guy's pegged in a lot, so I'm not going to explain exactly where every peg is, but pretty much you have to break this guy apart gently, so that all the parts come loose, because he's got kind of pegs. Starting off with, you can see his like leg section here, unpegged from the top, like that. Now you may see other reviewers doing this differently. I'm just doing what I find easiest. So unpeg the kind of bottom parts of his legs. This will actually, you'll see the bottom section here, you can kind of unpeg further, like so. And we do the other side too. So unpegs there. Now that should allow you, you see kind of his hips, you can kind of see the body already there. That should allow you then to kind of grab the either side here. If I can get this right the way. I do apologise if this is rather scrappy. It was just my figure, but this guy is really bloody tight. It takes me to undo stuff. So yeah, just make sure they're completely unpegged. Like so. We're going to take the top part, this is kind of the back section, which will reveal his head of course. Kind of fold it down. Spin it around. Now from his arms, which I'll try and get these out of the way, his kind of arms are hidden in here, so you can just need to pop these out. He's looking like a bit of a mess just now. You know, can you see what's going to happen yet? Probably not unless you've watched somebody else's review. But what we're going to do is bring the legs. Now there's a kind of funny way to bend these, and it's kind of hard to explain, so hopefully if my hand doesn't get in the way you'll see what happens. You can just bring the leg down, so it clicks like that. We'll do the other side too. And they're all in the ball joint, so you just basically rotate round. Now can I do this without popping off? I don't know, like so. I hopefully you saw that because it's kind of hard to make out what's done there. You can just bring it round, like so, like that. It kind of just pops in place. And pretty much what we do with the feet is just open up these little kind of pointy bits at the back. Fingernail in to kind of give her this foot, and that kind of drops a little bit lower. Same with this side, pop up, and of course I say mine hasn't really got it, but it still balances, so I don't really care too much. Right, from the arms you can probably see they're not looking quite right at the moment, but if we spin round his arms here and spin round here, you can kind of see where it's going. Simply pop these arms up and they will click into place. Those arms here, clicks into place, spin the head around, and you just have to do a little bit of alignment with his arms here, so just straighten them out. See his hands. So no, we'll probably go into a bit more detailed articulation, but there's no fingers, it's basically just pegs. But it hasn't really got anything to hold anyway, because I'll show you with his weapon, he basically does actually just have the kind of pegs on the side. But hopefully you can see that guy alright. He's a bit of a tall bugger for a deluxe. There we go, animated Blur. What we're going to kind of do now is a little close detail of the guy. So I'll just bring him close to the camera. I think one of his greatest details, I must admit, and I like this with all animated figures, is the face. Very accurate to that character, and you can probably just see hopefully some light pipe in there. In his eyes, which come in from these kind of vents in the top, which is still incorporating the design, but lovely white face. I see a bit better there. He's got his Elite Guard little button insignia, primarily the same colours again, like dark blue, the light baby blue. His headlights become his shoulder pads, blue tipped, and also black in there as well. It kind of has, looks like he's actually got, I don't know if I mistransformed, I don't think I have mistransformed this, but it looks like he's wearing nail polish. So yeah, Blur, you're a bit of a queen. That's all I have to kind of say about the look of the guy. Articulation, head in a ball joint, so can go full 360, and can actually move up and down. It's very well, I don't know if it's loose, but you can certainly, it's probably like talking, it's probably loosened his head up a bit. Arms can go full 360, spinning like so. It can go out and in. Now this will actually come down sometimes, but yeah, it's on the ball joint, so it can go out and in. Can actually bend at the elbow. Can spin 360 at the elbow. On the ball joint, kind of slightly hindered by this point, but can be done. Waist, it has got 360, but thanks to this kind of back section here, it can kind of get in the way. So you would kind of have to push it. I'm not going to do it, but you can get around the full 360 degrees if you really want to, but there really is no need. Legs, bend at the knee, but it says skinny legs. It's you can really see how skinny they are actually there. Ball joint back and forward, can go in and out as well on both legs. Toes on the ball joint as well, both front and back, so if you want to try and get him in some dramatic poses, you can of course bend the feet. That looks a bit strange, but you know what I mean. He is very poseable for a figure. And I'll probably say that's it. I mean, I think this guy's awesome. Put his arm back in. Yeah, I think this guy's awesome. I've been looking forward to this guy for ages. Much like I did with Shockwave, I did get him pre-release. I'll have a look at his little gimmick again. So, there's his saw. Ding. I kind of prefer having it as a shield more of a saw, because it's got a little peg here and it can kind of stick in his arm. And you can kind of just give him like a, so his arm keeps coming off. You can just give him kind of like a shield if you like. If you know what I mean. Stop looking up. So yeah, he's got a shield. But if you do like his blade, then pop it down and it's got his blade in there too. Doing the splits. But I would probably say, I do like the figure. He is really, really thin. So his upper body's perfect, torso's great, arms are good. Mine keeps on popping out slightly, you should probably tell. Probably just not pushed him in enough. But his legs are really, really thin. But I suppose it's well, in a way, I suppose the character is fast, so I suppose most runners have kind of got like fast, lanky legs. I certainly do anyway. Little size comparison now. We're going to bring in another Elite Guard member, with Jazz. So you can see he is actually taller than Jazz. He looks like he's about to go and kick somebody's head in at the moment. If he does stand up. Jazz is actually being on the juice. Stay Jazz. And we also have Prowl, not quite an Elite Guard member yet, but hopefully at some point he will be. There's a bloody lot more than Elite Guards do in most cases. So yeah. For some reason, I must have been in the piss last night because none of them want to stand up. So you can kind of see Blurr, for deluxe figure, is far taller than both Jazz and Prowl. Mainly because of the shoulder blades, but I think because he's so stretched out, they've kind of got bigger legs than him. It's the legs that kind of give him this guy's height. And that's my kind of figures. Real world scenario. Got a bit of Biff. So Biffy Clyro CD. It's taller than that obviously. And a box set. That's a Takara box set in case you don't know. So yeah, it's small in the Takara box set, but these are DVDs of course, compared to a figure. That's some good to say. I mean, I hope you enjoyed the review. I've been saying, I'm a bit kind of anxious to get this guy. I would have done something better, but I just want to tell you how awesome he is. He's one of my favourite deluxe figures. Along with Jazz and Prowl, I think they look great on the shelf together. So the only letdown I'll probably say with the guy is his legs are so thin, but like I said before, it kind of goes with the character with him being a speedster. And I would highly recommend it for any collector of Transformers, and just anybody that generally likes cars to robots, which is pretty much everyone that likes Transformers. Sorry, I'm just being thick. Anyway, I won't run this again. So, subscribe if you want to, just hit the yellow box. I'll be doing some more reviews shortly. If there's anything you'd like to see, I'm going to be doing a little video soon to kind of show you what's in my room, because I have got a lot more since then. But this is all about Blurr, signing out, saying enjoy the rest of your evening, catch you later. Not quite so fast. Yeah, actually there's something I meant to do and I forgot, so bugger it. I thought I'd stick at the end of the video. Here we have Blurr and Blurr. I won't transform Armada Blurr, because these guys, it's kind of a little bit comparison. Just kind of put the guys with their shields, if you know what I mean. So this is progression. This guy, about 20 odd years old, This guy obviously brand new, just about to come out, and you can see the similarities, just the two of them standing, can't you? Just a couple to point out. Of course, this guy's kind of got his like rockets in the top. He's got his kind of shoulder pads too. His shield. Obviously, they're both blue, and their antennae on the top. And obviously, the faces don't look similar, but they both kind of have their Autobot insignias. He's got his in his crotch for some reason, but yeah, they've got Autobot insignias in the front, and both in the shields. Although that's a rub one. Yeah, sorry about this. I just meant to do it earlier on. Once again, subscribe if you like them. Please give me 5 stars, and bye bye.